Let me just ping my buddy Dylan here. By the way, Ariu, Valley, and Pasta, 3 of my beautiful TOs who have been helping organize matches in the background, had to leave. Big shout-outs to them. I legitimately could not stream the tournament if they weren't helping out. I love them to death so much. There's 15. But they've been such a huge help, and I wish I could get them something nice. Just for all the help that they do. Between them and the shout runners and the people who, well, I guess Valley does the art. They are hard carrying the back end of this tournament, and I could not do it without them. Huge shout out to them as we're going into this game here. Between Senbonzakura, something of 1,000 petals on Astra, versus SoNoob on Umbra. I know that this team has a name. I know it does, but I cannot remember off the top of my head. But I know that Midori and Mountain Boop have entered in these tournaments a bunch of times. They're not an unfamiliar face around here. But I haven't seen them for the past couple months, so it is good to see them make a comeback here, and in a spectacular fashion too. Like ending up in winners finals in your first tournament back. That's exactly the kind of consistency you want to see. Ash going out the straight door, gonna get in danger of getting pressured here as Umbra kind of takes this. Oh! Takes a surprise pick onto Jay Vermillion. I thought he was out clean and safe, but no. There's a huge advantage and a huge opener for SoNoob. I almost said GDT. Senbonzakura gonna strike right back with a pick of their own on the Paladin, meaning that, and I almost think that's a better pick, right? Because in the sustain meta, being able to stabilize yourself is generally more valuable, but that is a great burst onto Virus Fujiwara, whose only out is not there. He does have some good advantage, good movement here. But you know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have some good tunes, I just realized. What are we looking at here? Yeah, it's winners finals. We'll put that on. Yeah, that's much better. Back to the match here. I sense you getting pressured in the back by PvP Bad Boy and Virus of SoNoob. Meanwhile, Legendary Ash also almost on the mats, almost getting beat up. Picora Meow, however, forced to retreat under the pressure of 3 other people. Does mean the Paladin is going to get out. There's a meteor drive onto Mountain Boot from Jay Vermillion, but SoNoob is going to get a counter pick onto the Scholar. That's 2 supports down, meaning the game is practically even at this point in time, right? We have a couple cheating hitters, but Zantetsuken is not up, as Senbonzakura finds a second pick, making this 3-4 in the defending team's favor. Virus looking like he's just going to sack himself on the point. Not going to try and do anything fancy here. The overlay does say losers round 1. Thank you very much. I knew I was missing something. I will fix that after this game, as we have a double mat going up here. Ice getting flipped with 3 people of Umbra looking at him. I'm kind of surprised nothing came out of that. There's Midori, kind of in a tough situation here between the mats and Zantetsuken. Or sorry, Jimbo-suken, as Jay Vermillion finds another pick. Getting covered after the Meteor dive. Let's see if there's any Sword Jimbo shenanigans here. Almost onto Virus, actually living the Sword Jimbo attack. I think he took that raw too. That's impressive. It's Picora Meow. Picora Meow, yeah, Streamer of the Year at the VGA. Finds a pick. I'd like to say that I'm looking for a lull in the action here, but Senbonzakura looks like they're going to close this game out pretty soon. 2 minutes on the clock, and they are... I believe that they are well past the corner of death that you need to push here. No, they're not. They're just letting the point roll back a little bit as they push 5 men into the end there. As there is a cheating out. Jay Vermillion, a cheating hitter. Not going to get sent on yet. Virus, good discipline there. Holding their LB. Oh, it's not really going to make much of a difference in this case. Putting great damage on Picora Meow, who is going to get covered by ice. Ooh, but on the mats, we have a flip. Ellie Meeps getting credit for the kill there, but we're not sure what happened. what would look to be a very active counter push by... Ooh! Virus getting flipped and covered at the same time by an invincible paladin means he's not really going to have much to worry about. Now, I want to keep the camera on Virus here because I know they have cheating, but one thing that that Senbonzakura is good at is they pick their targets and they stick on them. There is no useless random damage going out for a samurai to take advantage of. And kind of means you have to do a hard read for cheating to work. Ice of Senbonzakura going down to 312 health, not going to pop their LB. Looks like a die on the point angle here for Picora. Yep. She's going to get sent, going to pull as many people onto the point as she can, giving Ellie Meeps and Buzzy Wuzzy time to retreat. 20 seconds to go. It's going to be Umbra's point to push. They have to break the 50, and they don't actually have to fight through that checkpoint of death. In fact, I would almost say that if they get to that point, that Astra has to engage on them. But anyway, 4-on-5 going into overtime. We're going to see if Astra can make that, or Senbonzakura can make that a 4-on-4. They can. Can they push this advantage any further? No! Virus actually finds a pick with Zantetsuken. You can see Jay Vermillion on the hunt here with a Meteor Drive on Jack. No one from Umbra on the point, though. Kind of a surprising miscommunication there from SoNoob, and the first game is going to go to Senbonzakura. I'm going to check my messages real quick, make sure that everyone's okay, everyone's alive, everyone's doing okay. Yep, we're fine. Oh, dear God. I hope that does not show up on stream. Anyway, current round is in fact... I want to type winners finals. Does that fit? Yeah, that's good enough. Well, hang on. Yeah? Yeah, better. Virus doesn't know what Yojimbo does. Apparently he doesn't need to know. I want to get a replay on what happened there, because that is legitimately impressive that he didn't die. We're going to Palestra for game 2 here. Yeah, one thing that Senbonzakura does have over SoNoob is just sheer experience, and to use fighting game turns here, their neutral game is just so far and above every other team's through sheer practice that I cannot pick any single moment that won them that game, right? It was just consistently, hey, we're going to be on the same target, we're going to feint, we're going to go for cross CC here on the Scholar, and it's going to work out. Something also that's kind of helping out Senbonzakura, I feel, is obviously there's no Astro or no White Mage on the field. Scholar provides passive security, but it doesn't really... Well, it I guess does have Adlo heals, but it doesn't have the get out of jail free card that White Mage or Astro provide. So if you play good neutral like Senbonzakura does... Oh, there's the copy pasta. Thank you. I needed that. But if you have good neutral play and good target priority like Senbonzakura does, you're in good hands against a comp like this. But here's what I have to say. We're going into game 2 here. Stun onto Ellie Meeps is going to force out, not a Purify, but instead Warden's Payon. And a guard as Picora goes in the coffin, but still gets a decent chunk of damage out onto Legendary Ash, leading to a kill. Virus may not be far behind either, because all the offensive pressure of Umbra just got reduced to nothing. Virus here is getting chased down, getting supported by the Scholar. But again, no get out of jail free card means he's going to get run down eventually, and Astra's going to be pushing the point here. It looks like they are advancing up the ranks, trying to get a pick onto Midori, and they're going to find it and maybe collapse onto the Ninja and the Paladin here. No, Ninja and Paladin are both going to just try and get off the point. And it looks like a reset from both teams. Yep. Umbra seems poised to stop the 50 touch, and they're going to try to. Or not. They're going to take a position around the 50 and instead go that way. Let's see what PvP Bad Boy does. Oh! It almost looked like he tried to juke them into making a bad send, but again, Senbonzakura commits with the Meteor. They get the kill. I mean, we have Ice in the back here in the coffin. I don't know if there's any stuns on them, but there's a whiff bind from Virus. Unfortunate. AoEs in this game are so fun to aim, and instead Senbonzakura are going to find the Paladin of SoNoob. And maybe the Samurai here does get the pot, delays the inevitable a little bit. Another pot for him here. Not going to get stunned either. Senbonzakura is going to commit on him. Ooh, brilliant guard dodging the Heaven's Thrust, but there's no real out. Well, maybe if he gets that pot. Nope. Got to cross the line of sight from the Dragoon there in order to find that. What is going on the point? We have PvP Bad Boy and Midori trying to hold it down. Not doing it too well. They are going to lose a ton of resources to that. A bit of a chase situation going on here in the Astra. I don't know what you call that speed lane, but just kind of looks like a lot of scrapping on the point. J Vermillion with the Meteor dive on Midori. And the rest of the team following up on it is going to secure him the kill. They're not gonna find a kill onto Jay. They were looking like they were trying to counter burst him, but with the Paladin cover or even just the support from White Mage, it's a very tough sell when like one of your prime DPSers is just guaranteed out of the fight for a little bit. Anyway, here, Legendary Ash, good Paladin LB. Well, at least for these next 10 seconds, he's probably gonna be dead after this, right? Yeah, Senbonzakura looking to poise themselves to hit him after this, or at least shut him down for a little bit. Ooh, I love Virus's discipline there. They did see that Jay hit them and had the Kazushi debuff, but you don't want to pop that on a monk with the shield and Riddle of Earth up. It's too risky, right? Especially with the new hit detection changes, meaning you can't just ghost that shield. Play. Let's see if they can find it. They do find 3 Kazushis. Are they going to take advantage of them? They are. Good choice on the Paladin. Breaking the shield, too. Yeah, and SoNoob is going all in with this. They're getting a... Oh, not a link onto Buzzy Wuzzy, but they may get the reset here. PvP Bad Boy going down, despite finding the reset. J Vermillion maybe going down here. Nope. Beautiful cover by Ice, but also great chain stratagem. Trying to see if they could cleave it a little bit and maybe take down Ice, but it's not going to be enough as... Oh, beautiful cover by Legendary, too. I do like seeing these clutch covers. They are mighty fine to look at. J Vermillion going down. There's Chain Stratagem. Cover should be up in about 10 seconds here from an invincible Ice Sensu. And it doesn't look like Umbra has anything really to break a stranglehold that Ice is going to have on the match, right? And they're going to go down here. I don't believe that Ice has cover. Ooh, but Legendary does. He's going to get Meteored, and I think Bad Boy's going to go down too. Great bait on the cover from Senbonzakura. As soon as it went out, they immediately executed their game plan, right? They said, hey, I'm going to hold Meteor for this. Everyone be ready. I got to know how much of that situation they had mapped out, because that was an incredible shift in what they were doing. Holy. Beautiful stuff. And game 2 goes to Senbonzakura. We do have some scores to report here. The Stooges have won 2-0 over 5 Tamales and have knocked them out of the tournament. And the Art of Grief has won 2-0 over Team Tomodachi. Art of Grief will be fighting Eidolon off stream. Mark Ignore Cheatin' Hitters will be fighting the Stooges off stream. Meanwhile, we're going into game 3 here. Not the tournament life for SoNoob. Midori asking if this is a best of 3. No, you're in winners finals. Honestly, yeah, that little O from Midori is kind of kind of funny. Like, oh, I didn't realize we got this far. It's a good feeling. And I know I shouted out Ariu, Valley, and Pasta earlier. Huge shoutouts to Dylan for helping out with the remaining games here. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze off screen. But yeah, huge shout out to him for running these extra 2 games that we have. The ones I just shouted off screen about. Yeah, if you guys ever want to run a tournament or do anything like this, just get as much help as you can, because I could not do what I do without the support network I have, right? For advertising or off-stream games and all that. We could do it, but we couldn't do it as well as we do. And it's just, it's nice to see. Oh, and I hate to say this about SoNoob, but I have no idea what they could be doing differently other than practice more, right? And that's not a knock against them, because they're in winners finals for a reason. They beat some pretty good teams to get here. Let me check the bracket real quick. Yeah, they beat Mark Ignore Cheatin' Hitters, Chillin' Time, Chef Boyardee, all full of like people who are very good and are familiar with each other. This is almost like Vegeta fighting Frieza is what this is, right? Like back in the Namek arc or whatever. But it is just a sheer time and power difference that you're up against here, and unless you pull out something clever, it's very difficult to break it. Oh, instead they're gonna go balls in on Ellie Meeps. There is a Purify out from Picora, and a Dragoon in the coffin. Ash gonna be the focus target here. Instead, I can't tell where the fighting's at. It's popped from Astra's base into the points. I sense you may not have guard. They may be out of it here. But they do live long enough to get the cover out, or the pot out onto Picora, and Jay long enough to get a Phantom Rush going. Meaning that it's not an advantage, but a trade. Well, I say not an advantage, but SoNoob has pushed the point 35%, and in a sustained meta, that percent may matter in overtime. So we have a burst out onto Ellie Meeps, 3,000 health, not able to get the kill. Instead, Ice is gonna come in with the cover. Wuzzy with the longest snipe on a PvP bad boy. You could see that one from 3 blocks down. God damn. Oh. And that play may be the turning point for the game here, or at least this fight. Jay Vermillion with Meteor Drive. It looks like he's gonna throw it onto Legendary Ash. I was almost saying like he was gonna just hold it for the next fight, but color me wrong. That's why I'm on commentary. Virus Fighter looking to get the ground pot, just stall it out as long as they can, and it looks like, yeah, SoNoob so very close to the 50%. Not gonna get it. Man, I feel like I'm 4 beers in and I'm not even, it's not even drunk commentary yet. This would be awesome to commentate like that, dude. Oh, there's a bomb right on the fight that's happening right there. PvP Bad Boy guarding that that White Mage laser. Not gonna matter. I believe they had to get out or get bombed. But there's a Dragoon LB from Picora. Just gonna get the guard out from the Scholar. I'm a little lost here as Virus is gonna try and float over to the point, but gets it pot stolen. This Bakura Meow cleans up both of those kills. Holy crap. And PvP Bad Boy ripping his LB there. Not sure if that was really a good call. Oh, never mind. That was a great call. He gets a double kill solo. I shouldn't say solo, but he cleans it up very well. Almost gets the quad or the triple. Excellent stuff by PvP Bad Boy. I'm glad I put the camera on him for that. That was kind of hype. But, you know, for as in control of the match as Senbonzakura was there, they're not winning. And in fact, SoNoob is kind of controlling this right now. Like, yeah, you have Jay's Meteor to worry about when he gets up in this next engagement. Virus might have to be aware of that. But they don't need to do anything right now, right? Oh, like, there's a bunch of Kazushis going out here. One of them gonna find Ellie Meeps! I believe, yeah, they probably just have Jay holding Meteor for the cover, right? There it is, or that's Ice's cover, excuse me. Yeah, and there it is. Meteor onto Legendary Ash as soon as it goes out. Great support from the team, but it's not enough to prevent the burst. Midori gonna be under fire here from the Phantom Rush. Ooh, just some tricky movement there, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to save him. We're looking at a SoNoob controlled overtime here. As long as they stop the point from hitting 50, they find a pick and they find a way to get this all under control. And you know I mentioned it earlier, but SoNoob I think has found their tactic in ratting. Ooh, Virus, however, back from his ratting, is gonna have to run for his life. He's gonna get a cover. I don't think Legendary has their LB yet. No, they don't. There's a Meteor drive onto Midori, who's going to get the pot stolen and going to get killed. They're going to trade Jay Vermillion, though. It's 4-on-4 going into overtime here. And in fact, Ice may go down. There's the Paladin LB, but you may have to contend with an opposing Paladin LB in a second, or at least a reactionary one. Another good pick, or another good Paladin LB on the field, this time from Legendary. As now it's Senbonzakura who has to push, I believe they have to push 250 and break 50 to win, or to 16%. I'm kind of curious to see. I don't know if they changed that rule, but it doesn't look, oh, we might see it instead. Buzzy Wuzzy with the shield survives that Samurai LB. 2-on-4 on the point. 1-on-4 on the point as PvP Bad Boy gets a great guard. Looking like it's gonna be busted here. Legendary not. Ooh, they get stunned and beat the hell out of before they get that cover up. I don't think they're gonna get cleaved too bad here, but they are gonna get. Yep, they're gonna take some pain. Jay Vermillion with the Meteor drive has to be decisive here. Has to keep the let's keep tempo going, as it is only 47% for Senbonzakura. Meaning that they're not earning percentage towards the point there. Good Meteor drive on a Virus. And in fact, there it is. There's 3 people on the point. I really want to see if this is going to end it. If they hit that 16, no, they have to break the point in order to win. A little bull, but that is the old CC rules. That is ones we've been playing with for years. I'm sure everyone's used to it and aware of this. Oh, let's see. If SoNoob can pull this one out, they have another 2 games to go after this, but they're not thinking about that right now. They're just thinking about this game. How do we come back from this? You've got Midori getting ratted in the back. You've got 4 people alive and well on the point. How do you cycle this? How do you get this win? It's a lot to think of. The points broken. They need someone on at all times, and it looks like Legendary is going to be it. With Mountain Boop supporting him, someone needs to be on. Instead, they're going to get knocked off, and Senbonzakura is going to take it 3-0. Holy crap, dude.